Hello everyone, this is Darryl20 and welcome to episode 87 of Darryl20's Let's Play of Minecraft 1.21. Today's plan is I want to play with a couple, smallish mods that don't add a whole bunch, takes 5 or 6 episodes to knock out. And I just want to, play with some things to see how they work. Because I haven't messed with them at all before, and I want to check them out. So there's a handful of mods that we're going to look into today. Just, like I said, miscellaneous things that do, some of them very, very simple and basic things. So the first one I want to check out is the magic doorknob. This mod looks interesting. It makes magic doorknobs. I don't know exactly how they work, so we're going to figure it out. There's multiple tiers of them. So what I'm going to do is, make the basic tier and then maybe, make a more upgraded version of it. And then kind of see what that looks like. And then maybe eventually diamond or netherite. Not that either of these things are expensive for now, since I have, infinite amounts of them. Sure, why not? Let's just make it. And if that causes some more netherite to be auto-crafted, so be it. Cool. All right, so let's check out some of these mods right now, because like I said, have no idea how they work. I think you place them. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Well, that's neat. It's kind of like a portable hole, if you will. Interesting. Okay. And I guess thereby the assumption would be the higher tiers. Oh, that's neat. Lead to deeper stuff. That's kind of nifty. So does it... Hello. Interesting. Magic doorway. That's cool. That's definitely cool. I like that. So can you go down with it? I don't know, we're gonna find out. Let's actually go up here. Nope, no down. No down. So it's one direction only. But that is neato. Zoinks. Ha! That's kinda cool. That is super cool. And it clearly doesn't mess with tile entities, so that's good. Neato. So is that the limit of how far it'll go? I'm guessing yes? Yeah. So I'm guessing with the netherite tier, that's as far as it goes. So, wood tier only goes, 2 blocks. Higher tiers go higher depths. That's a nifty little mod. I like that. Magic doorknob. Super cool. See? Little things that I've wanted to check out, but just haven't had a chance to do and mess with yet. The other thing I wanted to check out was the bag of yurting. We do that. Maybe that. I should be able to make a bag of yurting. Now, I don't know exactly how this works, so I'm going to take it, further away. But I think this, picks up an area around you. Hello. And then can place it back. Now, there's definitely higher tiers, but I don't know how to get the higher tiers. I'm guessing it's something to do with ender pearls, but I don't know. Alright, a quick Google. Bag of yurting mod. Cool. It's also, you can color it too with wool, dyes and stuff. Cool. Alright. It's not super obvious how to upgrade them. Oh! Nope, I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out. So if we combine a 1-1 and a 1-1, we get a 3x3. Cool. Now, can we combine a 3x3 with a 1x1? That gets you another 3x3. So that's not what we want to do, right? So what we're going to want to do is a 1x1 and a 1x1 to get a 3x3, and then a 3x3 becomes a 5x5. Cool. So check this out. It's kind of like a copy-paste gadget. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's kind of like a copy-paste gadget. Interesting. So like, does it go up? Like if I clicked here, okay, and then I moved that to say here, that's kind of cool. I almost wish it didn't have such a big, like, white, because you kind of miss what's happening. I mean, I'm sure what's happening is it's just, you know, removing the blocks and placing them. But it's kind of cool. But it's surprisingly difficult to follow what's going on. But I assume you click on the bottom set of blocks that you want to clip out, and it'll go up, right? So like, you know, if we put a brick there, that makes sense, right? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it went that high. If we put a brick here, it wouldn't grab that one because that's 6. Unless, of course, we made 1, 2, 3, 4 more of these. And then we did this. Cool. And now it should get up there. Neat. Okay. So it's kind of like a cut and paste gadget, but like much quicker and simpler, and like, you know, very, very, you know, quick. Which I kind of, that's neat. I like that. See, a couple cool mods we're going to check out today. And I'm pretty sure that's all that's in yurting. Yeah, that's about it. So you can get up to a 13 area, which is, you know, pretty decent size. You know, the next tier up would get me a nice 9x9. So I should be able to relatively easily pick up my 9x9 area. I hesitate to try picking up something as complex as this room, but it's not that complex, right? But I mean, it's a 9x9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I did make a 9x9, should we do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And then I can do this just for funsies. 5x5, 5x5, 7x7, 9x9. So then in theory, I click on this block and it picks up this whole building. Oh, this is when you run backup start prior to trying something like this. I always get nervous about things that like pick up areas, especially when those areas have like tile entities or block entities or some kind of data in them. Mostly because you never know what's going to happen. So I'll come back when the backup completes, because that takes about 30 seconds apparently. All right, backup complete. Let's see what happens. Yoink. Not terrible. Where did you go? Okay, cool. So maybe it's not. So that didn't do what I thought it would do. Maybe it's you click on the center block that you want to capture, right? So like if I clicked on you. Oh my, that's cool. Okay, I got you. Now what if I clicked on this face? I wonder if the face you click on makes a difference. Nope, it does not seem to. Nifty though, right? So it's around whatever you click. So because this block is kind of the center-ish, it would probably be like a little challenging to pick up this whole area. Only because like this thing is sitting there, right? But that's okay. Neat, right? I'm guessing there's no like UI where I can adjust the area of effect, but I like that. That is a nifty thing. All right, the next mod I want to check out again, on the theme of just like checking out some cool mods that are nifty looking, I want to check out mechanism lasers. Apparently, these are. I have no idea. Uh, yeah, splits a laser in two, laser stopper, laser configurator, remote control, storage casing, interface block. I don't know what any of this does. So, like, I'm just going to play with it a little bit and see what happens. Now, I may need to teach my AE system how to make a few things for this. Probably just the base laser for Mechanism. So, Mechanism itself has lasers. Cool. And the lasers do things. Oh, we need energy tablets. So I need you to know how to make those. And what else did you need how to make? You don't know how to make those? Okay, that's cool. Now you do. So like the base mechanism mod has like lasers, right? So this should be cool. Bing, bang, boom, make all the things, done deal. Nice. They're primarily used for igniting fusion reactors in Mechanism, which is like an endgame energy source. And they're also primarily used, I think they can do damage to anything that walks in front of them. And you can feed them into these laser amplifiers, and you can do some cool stuff with them in basic Mechanism. But I want to check out what this Mechanism lasers mod does, because apparently you can now upgrade these guys to higher tiers of laser, right? That can then get, you know, more and more powerful, to elite, to ultimate, and then you can have toggleable versions of both. So it's just like the other one, except it can be switched on and off, I assume with a redstone signal of some kind. So I want to play with them a little bit and see what they're about. Mostly because there's apparently a way to generate ores using them. So, no idea how it works. Gonna play with it a little bit. So, I guess step one is upgrade this into Mechanism lasers. Basic laser? And, like, see how this works. Okay, that's a thing that just happened. Okay, cool. Apparently he breaks blocks. Today we learned. That's cool. Be careful where you place. Would be my advice to you. Be careful where you place that. That would be some really good advice that I would give. All right, let's take this away from our base for a moment. Maybe sleep through the night so there's not mobs around where I'm trying to work. And we'll see. All right. So I guess question one is, do you actually, like, drop... So answer is yes. He drops whatever he breaks. So that's kind of cool. So I like that a little bit, because that almost makes me want to try to create some kind of, like... That's kind of cool, actually. Almost makes me want to create some kind of, like chunk destroyer thing, right? Let's throw an ender gate on this dude and see if that's sufficient. It is sufficient. That's cool. I forget if, like, the regular laser does that. Interesting. Now, here's a trick we could try just to see how well things go. So if I did a cut on that... That's interesting. The ender gate popped off. Neato. Yeah, part of me is just curious, like, how deep does this go? Is there, like, a limit? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink myself and just see... Now, clearly it doesn't pick up the blocks that it's breaking. So there would need to be some kind of, like, pick-up block mechanic. But now I want to check. Guesses? Does this feel like 64 blocks to anybody? That would be my guess. So if we're at 4, 2, 3... Oops. And we ran all the way over here. And we're at 359. 423 minus 359 is, any guesses? 64 blocks. Does Dyer know, or does Dyer know? Signs you may have been playing Minecraft for too long. So now I guess my next question is, so if I upgrade you to the next tier of laser, does that mean suddenly we're going to go further or faster? Right? That's the real question here. So let's unshrink this dude. Nope, not that way. And by the way, I assume this is going to hurt. Does that feel faster? I can't tell. But the real question is further or faster? Or both, possibly. I mean, it's definitely... I can't tell if it's, like, much faster. But we're about to find out if it goes further. Wouldn't it be cool if it went 128 blocks? Because that would be kind of... It does go further by... No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. I may not have perfectly aligned it to the way it was, wherever it was before. Yeah, I think previously it was 1 block away. Okay, so then I guess the last question is, what happens if we upgrade this dude again? And then one more time. Oh, you don't know how to make any of those? Well, I think it's probably time to learn how to make those things, right? Alright, so you need to know how to make this, and then you need to know how to make this. And I think the way I set it up is you don't need the things. But we're going to go validate that this works, because usually I set this all up at once, and I clearly didn't. Okay. So you are this dude. You're the metallurgic infuser. You're not even configured for this yet, are you? So we should probably get this going. So is your sidedness even configured correctly? Bottom extra... Input-output on the back with an eject on. So yeah, we're cool. Okay. And do you have power going on here? You do. So on the up, you're stocking enriched obsidian. Do you know how to make enriched obsidian? Boy, I love the shrink mod. You probably don't. Or maybe you do. You're missing refined obsidian dust. Okay, there's your problem. You're gonna be that. Do you know how to make regular powdered obsidian? That's the wrong probably obsidian to use. So... obsidian dust. For mechanism is crusher is 4. You have a crusher, right? So we're gonna do that, and then you can turn into that without this. Wrong thing though, right? Yeah. Let's get the crusher going. Now, if we look up this recipe, it should give us the correct powdered obsidian dust because we know how to make it already. And that will make it cool. Alright, so now we should know how to make enriched obsidian. Yes? And it's already making some. Beautiful. So it should... cool. All I want to do is get a tier upgrade. Or 3. Cool. And then we will have you split on. And then I should be able to make you happen. Cool. Are you fully upgraded too? You are. 8 out of 32. Nice. And now we're good to go. Alright, so just to see what ultimate lasers do. And really my goal here is to compare ultimate with, you know, not ultimate. Ow. They do hurt. They do hurt. Oh, they are bigger. That's faster. That's gotta be faster, right? I don't know how much RF a tick you're using, but it's definitely faster. Keeps up with blazing, though, so that's cool. Doesn't go any further, though. Would have liked it to have gone further. Doesn't go further. Little bit of a bummer. Little bit of a bummer. And just to be clear... Is it dropping everything it breaks or no? Can't quite tell. Doesn't it feel like it's not dropping everything it breaks, or am I crazy? I only got 10 cobblestone out of that and 1 dirt. Am I wrong? Interesting. Definitely faster, but I can't tell if it's dropping everything it broke. Do the lower tier ones do that? I want a low and a high tier anyway for some of the testing I'm about to do. So let's make another batch for the basic. And then one more test. I seem to be getting one for every block broken. So interesting that the ultimate seems to not drop every block it breaks. Interesting. All right. So at least we kind of know how those work. So I'm like formulating in my brain, would there be a way that I could have like a chunk destroyer, right, that could also pick everything up, right? Because what we would need to have then, like right now we're at Y level 106. So I could have this ultimate laser facing down, right? And this could be on some kind of like frame moving style machine. And that goes all the way down. Could be cool. Clearly does not drop all the things that it broke, though, which is concerning-ish to me. That's what I would want to see it be able to do, is everything it breaks gets dropped. But then we would need to, like, vacuum it up somehow, and I don't know of anything that can vacuum 64 blocks away from itself, which would be the problem, right? I think the biggest just dire things can do is 9x9 or 11x11, something like that. Maybe a little bit bigger, but not much. Not 64 blocks, that's for sure. So now let's check out what this remote control thingy does. Switching laser mode. Shift click. Am I shrunk at the moment? I am. Interesting. Switching laser mode. What's that even mean? Do you have a UI, by the way? I never even checked. You don't seem to. Okay. How about interface with toggle lasers by placing remote control? That is a block. Now it says toggleable lasers, so like maybe I need to do this. Now, in fairness, he's out of power. There's not a lot of documentation on this mod. Interface with toggleable lasers by placing remote control. You know, like, hello. That's right, because added. Oh, hello. Okay, that's cool. All right, so because I don't know what this block does. That makes no sense to me. But I'm guessing does nothing? No. But added, and now I can toggle him on and off with the remote control. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, that's neat. You know, presumably, let's get power on you because things. That's interesting. Clicking on him will also toggle it. Remote control toggles it. And then I assume a redstone signal will also. Nope. That's interesting. So, okay. So it's toggleable by clicking or by this, but not with a redstone signal. Interesting. Okay. Still not quite sure on this interface block. No idea what that's all about. Clicking the remote control on it, switching laser mode. No idea. Okay. So, looking more at lasers now. I guess ore generator is what we want to look at. Now there's energy storage casing, there's energy storage port, and there's energy storage cell, but none of these have a recipe. Okay. There's also laser splitter, which splits a laser in two, and then a laser stopper, which looks easy enough to make. So I assume this thing is just not breakable by lasers. And I'm also going to assume that things like bedrock and whatnot are the same, right? So like, yeah. And it says it can take the shape of any block, so that's kind of cool. That's neat. That's interesting. The bounding box is this little cube in the center. You can actually break and place through it. That's cool. What's up, Creeper? So continuing to play, let's try out this ore generator bit. Oh, we're gonna need another basic laser. And I kind of wanted two of these because I'd like to see, does the higher tier laser generate ores quicker? I'm assuming it does. But then you also need some HDPE sheets and a digital miner, which requires a lot of stuff that I don't currently have access to, I think. At the very least, we don't have HDPE production going. So that might be a reason to do that. Maybe. Two. I heard him. And I chose not to worry about it. Because good armor on. So digital miner is what we're making, which is a very useful and cool thing, by the way. We need an osmium compressor to get refined osmium. And then we're also going to need personal chests are easy. So let's go look at osmium compressor. Do we have one of those yet? I don't think we do. Yeah, so we definitely need an osmium compressor. Might behoove me to. So what do we got? 7 out of 8 online here. Yes, so we're cool. And we only have 24 channels in use coming off of this thing, which I assume 25. So there's actually one other channel somewhere that I can't... 25? Oh yeah, it's 25. 24 here, but there's one going that way. No problemo. So we can fit one more pattern provider for an osmium compressor, and I think that'll work. I just need to figure out where, pray tell, I might want to place such a thing. I could expand this out one further, but what I'm going to do is not be that big. What I will probably do is a 5x5, and that would be cool. And I think that should be fine. Yes? Yes. And then we can kind of go from there. That should be good. Okay, so what I'm going to want is an osmium compressor, which is required to make this stuff. Okay, so osmium compressor can sit there. It's not an ideal place for it, so I might wind up moving this over one, because I think that would be smart. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to snag you. I'm going to get a laser IO node. I'm going to connect you to that guy, and then we can stick you in there like that. And now on the up, I can have an energy insert, and that'll keep that going. And then for items, we will have bottom will be yellow, and you'll be input output with eject on, kind of the same as these guys. Okay, and the reason for that is we need to store osmium ingots in here. So what we want to get is osmium, or yeah, these guys. Okay, and they go into the yellow slot, as I recall. So you're going to have a stocking mode of 10 osmium, and then that'll go in there. Cool. And then tier upgrades. 1, 2, 3. You'll keep your osmium in stock. Split this on. And then we're going to want a pattern provider back here. Okay. And that'll be 8 channels in use now, so we're full. Okay, and the pattern for this dude. I love Tiny Dyer. Will be you, but we don't actually have to worry about the liquid osmium. We're just going to do that. Cool. So that now, if we come over here and I said I wanted this, dude, you should have no problem making those things. Oh yeah, and we definitely want some speed and energy upgrades. So let's get 40 of each. It's a good number because it means I don't have to mess with smaller amounts. So 8. And 8. You're good on power. You're good on osmium. You're ready to make a Robit. And that means you're ready to make a digital miner. And everybody's happy. Cool? So digital miners are like super cool and useful, by the way. I might show you how they work natively before I mess with the lasers bit of them. But for now, all we need to do and quick exchanging. And easy peasy. Look at that. How cool, huh? Very nice. Looks perfect. No complaints. All right, so you guys all go away. And let's get ready to check out how this digital miner works. Just for anybody who have maybe never seen it before. So the digital miner, when you place it in the world, you can configure it, and you can specify the radius within which to mine, which by default is up to 32. You can go as far down on the Y level as you want. So go for like -99, it'll -64 being obviously the minimum there. Maximum Y level, I usually go something high here, right? So it can mine pretty much anywhere, but then you can add filters, right? And in here, you can specify specific items to mine, specific tags to mine, or specific mod IDs to mine. So for example, if I wanted to get all the diamond ores, you could do that and hit save. I don't know why it's saying no diamond. I've never really done these, believe it or not. Status, okay. Status, no item, okay. Item stack. Do I need to do diamonds? I've actually never tried it this way. Normally what I do is a tag, like forge colon ores, that would be all ores. Forge colon ores / diamond. No matching targets. Explain to me how there's no matching targets. What's the tag I'm looking for? Oh, it's no longer forge. It's C colon ores / diamond. That changed in, I think, 121 or 120.4. Doesn't matter. But there's a new, it's now C colon / ores, or C colon ores / diamond. And that'll be all diamond ores. So any mod that adds a diamond ore. The reason for that is it's no longer forge dependent. I think Forge and Fabric are trying to have like common tags across both mods, I think, mod loaders. So Forge and Fabric like settled on C for common. And that's how you can get all diamond ores. Cool. So with that set, then you just make sure this thing has power. And I'm going to assume that Blazing Gate may not be enough, especially if we throw speed upgrades in here. But if we hit start, you'll see it detects 239, and we're good to go, right? And it's mining them. So there's 238 diamonds underground in this area, in the area of effect that I chose, 32 block radius, and it's going to mine them all. Now, if you want, you can also choose to Silk Touch them, which winds up costing a little bit more FE per tick, I think. So 17.2 thousand FE per tick with Silk Touch on, and 1.4 thousand FE per tick with Silk Touch off. So significantly more energy to run with Silk Touch mode enabled. You know, up to you what you think you should do. If I was going to be doing this, would absolutely choose to Silk Touch and then place the ores to be fortuned with like a Paxel or a pickaxe of some kind. But now I want to use this digital ore miner to make my ore generator. However, we need HDPE sheets, which we do not currently have the ability to make, I believe, because those need HDPE pellets and they need oxygen and liquid ethylene and substrates and all this stuff that I don't have up and running. So what I'm going to do is wrap up the episode here, and when we come back next time, we'll get into a little bit more mechanism for making HDPE sheets. We're probably going to want to automate them lickety-split. Now, quick question. Where is lava dripping from? I don't have lava. Oh, yeah, no, I definitely have lava. Oh, that's right, I remember. I remember why lava exists here. It's for this dude. Okay, that's fair. Not a problem. All right, so we're going to wrap up the episode here. We're going to say Darryl20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know what I never did? I never put a void upgrade in here. That's probably a mistake. Probably going to want you. And we're probably going to want you. And then I'm going to want to find where all those amethysts are. Did you ever get... Nope. So I'm going to take you out of here. So how many amethysts do we have? 90, 26. I should be able to do this. And that saved me a bunch of stuff, hopefully. Maybe we didn't ever run into too much of a problem there. Yeah, no, I think we're cool now. We're good. I don't know. Either way, it was a good thing to do, because I should... When you're doing anything like this, where you're making an infinite amount of something, make sure your voiding upgrade is in. Yeah, dire please. All right, Darryl20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Next time, HDPE sheets. Checking out the laser ore generator thing from Mechanism Lasers and other cool stuff. For now, take it easy.